Hey guys, it's Cash, and today it is Sunday, February 5th. Excuse me. And I am officially a year and 8.5 months on T. I haven't actually done an update video for you since about my 1 year. I did do a small update, but it wasn't like a monthly thing. It was just talking about what was going on with my life. And that was a couple months ago. So today I'm officially 19 days post-op, top surgery. The last video I posted was talking about fears going into surgery, worrying about complications, and just basic stuff, just my thoughts and feelings going into surgery. So I thought I would do a video, update you guys on how surgery went, and also talk about my changes on testosterone, because I'm going on my 2 years. So while I'm undoing this, I'll talk about my changes. I have been using minoxidil for the past, I'm missing a clip. I've been using minoxidil for almost a month and a half now, and I've noticed a lot of facial hair. If I can possibly upload some pictures into this video and edit it out, I will. If not, I'll just post some on one of my media platforms, talk to you guys about it that way. And my voice, I've noticed, has deepened a little bit. My appetite has came back. That was after I got my dose updated from 0.25 to 0.4, and I believe I talked about this in a prior video. Basically, that my endocrinologist had me in my charts as female, never switched me to male, so it was always showing that my levels were too high, so she wouldn't up my dose. And as soon as I got a new endocrinologist back in November, she was able to update that and get me right on the dose that I was asking to be on for about 6 to 8 months at that point. So that was frustrating, but everything's back and happy now. So I'm noticing my changes are coming a little faster, and considering I'm going on 2 years on T, that's when a lot of changes do start to slow. But I think the majority of things that are changing for me are just hair, and my voice has gotten deeper. My chest hair now is starting to come in after top surgery. I'm still gaining more hair over my stomach here. It's still coming up my arms to my shoulders. My thigh hair is now starting to get long and thicker. So yeah, I mean, all around, there's not too many actual changes happening. I'm just noticing an increase in appetite, hair, and also my sex drive. It seems to go through waves of, sometimes it'll be higher and sometimes it'll just be completely depleted. And also, I am a single guy, so sometimes that wave isn't too bad just because of the fact that I'm not in a relationship. It's not a thought of mine. So when I do have the increase, it's just becoming more natural to me, becoming more normal. It's pretty easy to deal with. It's not like a big issue or it's like getting in the way of my days or anything, but I have noticed that it'll increase and then it'll just be gone, and it'll get higher and lower. So that's been an interesting thing to deal with, but not impossible to cope with. I mean, it's a natural thing, so you can't really go about that any other way. So I've noticed that I'm still shifting, like muscle distribution and fat is still shifting around. So I've noticed that I'll gain water weight and then I'll lose it really fast. So it just kind of depends on how I keep my eating. So as you can see, these are my results from my chest. From both sides, extremely flat. Super happy with it. I'm just starting to notice that as the swelling has gone down, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror over here. As the swelling has gone down, I'm noticing more definition here in the middle. Being almost 3 weeks post-op, I can flex my muscle up here a little bit without pulling down here. My right side is a lot flatter than my left side. I noticed that I was like, what's going on? I put Scar Guard over my scar right here to help, and it's already flattening it out. But my left side, I noticed I had more pulling. The reach was a little bit harder. And my range of motion is coming back slower on my left side than my right side. I still can't, I mean, this is about as far as I can go without really pulling on my left side. My right side, a lot better. I mean, but I still can't go all the way above my head. This side definitely not going anywhere farther. And I'm still only about right here, but I am, I am getting more range of motion. So this is not hard for me now. But I can't twist over, and I also can't turn around like that without turning my whole body at this point. It still pulls awkwardly here. My nips are healing really well. I've got almost all the scabs off the sides of my nipples. The center is really the only spots where the scabs are still apparent and coming up, but that's because they're a little bit white under there. So there's a little bit more moisture in like my actual nipple than the whole areola itself. Also, I haven't been able to wash around them really yet, so there is still marker from where Dr. Sasani was marking me. So I mean, it kind of looks funny when I don't have the bandages on, but in all honesty, I'm extremely happy. Dr. Sasani did exactly what I wanted with my chest, how I wanted my scars, how I wanted my nipple placement, everything. Really quick though, when I did get out of surgery, I did not have an ace bandage on. I looked down and all I had was the white pads over my nipples. There was like blue tape everywhere, and then there was a little bit of like gauze padding right here. So I looked down and I could see that everything was flat, and I could just see the pads on my nipples. But I was so high off of the drugs and anesthesia that it really didn't dawn on me until like a week later when I realized, like, oh yeah, I didn't wake up with an ace bandage. So I kind of just looked down and was like, oh, my chest is flat, cool. And then I ate some crackers and a Capri Sun, and I went back to New Beginnings and passed the fuck out for the rest of the day. So that was weird. And why I say that is because when I woke up and looked down, I had my nipple paddings, over here. Well, when I looked down at this side, I felt like my nipple was farther into my chest and this one was farther over, so it was freaking me out for that first week. So then as soon as Dr. Sasani took off all my bandages and I looked down, I was like, oh wow, okay, they're straight, This is why I don't question my doctor, because I chose you for a reason. So yeah, that was interesting for me. Also, majority of my chest is still numb. So like right here, I'm gaining more feeling back up here, but it's still numb all about right here, and where my incisions are slightly numb, but I'm starting to feel more tingling sensations there, on both sides. The left side's a little bit more numb than the right side was, because I did have more swelling over here, and I did have a little bit more of an uncomfortable feeling when Dr. Sasani pulled my drain out. I felt it like pop out of wherever the end of it was, and I will make sure to put a trigger warning down below so that people don't want to hear about that kind of stuff. They can not. But also when it comes to that numbing sensation now, and now that a lot of swelling has gone down, when I push on parts of my chest, it feels like they're empty. Like I feel like it's just skin down to the bone. But that is also because my muscle, I had built up muscle before surgery, not as much as some guys do, but I had built some up. But then during surgery recovery, I lost a lot of it because I can't do much with it. And so when your muscles just sit and do nothing, then it's hard to keep them. I can't lift very much with my chest. I can't work it out at all. But that's okay. So, I mean, yeah, I'm super happy with it. If any of you guys can notice, I do have some lines that come like right here, look like stripes. Those were actually stretch marks on my chest. So I can kind of get a feel of like how my chest was pulled back together, because of the stretch marks. But they don't bother me at all, just because my body grew fucking super tall, super fast, and my body was just like, whoa. So I have stretch marks in other places, and they don't bother me whatsoever, because that's just a part of being a human. So, yeah, I just thought I would give you guys the update on surgery. Feeling really good with it. It's the most amazing feeling to be able to walk around without a shirt on. So yeah, I'll be posting more, and letting you guys see throughout the time of my healing. And I probably won't post another update of testosterone until my 2 years, which is in May. But I do have other videos that I want to do for you guys. as long as I can get the editing software. So I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep seeing more of my transition and my life in general, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.